Hello again and welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. Today's beer is a beer from Adnams Brewery and it's the East Green Carbon Neutral, 4.3% in the volume. There's the bottle there. There's the back of the bottle with the information I'll read out later on. On the neck it says beer from the coast. There's the bottle cap. And I tell you what I like about these beers is the fact that the base of the bottle is the same as the base of their pint glass. That little bell on the bottom. It's quite, the attention to detail is very good with Adnams. I do like their beers. It's not just the bottles I like. So let's crack it open. Apparently this is the first carbon neutral or like green brewery in the world, I believe. Dropping the cap everywhere. Let's get this beer out. Okay, so what are we getting? Looking like a golden ale, yellowy golden in colour. It's not looking like it wants to produce much of a head. Get it all in there. So, very light head. No head at all. There's a little bit of carbonation. No sediment in the bottom as you would expect. It's not a bottle conditioned beer. I tell you what we might find here is the fact that if you're to have another beer in this glass straight after this, you might have a better head. This may be caused by the dishwasher, so might have a bit of a false reading here. So what aromas are we getting? Not much at all actually. It's slightly hoppy, slightly malty, but it's looking a crisp beer. I imagine it tastes like it. Let's dig in. Oh wow. That is very light, very crisp and slightly malty. That's what I'm gauging on the first few mouthfuls on this drink. It's just ever so slightly malty. But it's very refreshing. And it's very light. If you had a big meal and you didn't want so much of a heavy beer, and this was on draft or it was on bottle, if you were to drink it at home, then you could most definitely have a few of these. It would complement your meal fantastically well. I'm not having hardly any gas in my stomach, as we call it over here. Not a lot of burping, just a one slight burp there, but I mean other than that, let's go again. I am actually having to stop. I'm having to stop myself here. The whole lot could go. Very light, refreshing, cold beer. There's not a lot of lacing. It's just a light, malty, obviously alcoholic drink. It's actually very different from most of the other ales I've tried on this channel. I like it. It's very nice. If you wanted something with a lot more taste or something citrusy, or you probably want to try their Adnams Innovation, that's just brimming with flavour and taste. But if you want something light and refreshing. You don't really want to think about. I mean, if you wanted to have a meal, and this could very much be a very good complement to a meal, because it just doesn't fill you up at all. It's almost like drinking like an apple juice. I would best describe this as, it doesn't take, I'm not saying it tastes anything like apple juice. It's just got that consistency. It's just got that light, knock back, hot day feel about it. I'm going to read on the back of the bottle. Sitting on East Green in the coastal town of Southwold, Suffolk, stands the UK's newest and, we believe, most energy efficient brewery. Years of brewing expertise combined with state-of-the-art equipment, a lightweight bottle and ingredients locally sourced from the east of England means we can create this special light golden beer. Enjoy subtle citrus and grassy hop aromas. Didn't quite get the citrus. It just seems like a very nice light malt drink to me. For a dry and refreshing beer with well balanced bitterness. I suppose it is slightly bitter to finish. But what do you expect? It's a beer. It is a beer. With minimum carbon impact and a tiny amount of offsetting, we are proud to brew for you the UK's first carbon neutral beer. Well done, Adnams. www.adnams.co.uk. That's their website. Or /about us if you want to hear about Adnams and whatever. They're part of the Carbon Trust Innovation Awards winner 2007 and a C-Red carbon reduction in the UK. So it's a very innovative company here, Adnams. They've got some fantastic beers. Another one they've sent me to review is their Tally Ho. This will be my first ever barley wine on the Real Ale Guide, so I'm looking forward to that one. In a little 330 cl Coke sized bottle. That's 7.2 in the alcohol. So I'm looking forward to them too. But the box we finished reviewing. I'm going to finish up and rate this beer now. It goes down so well. Very light, malty, slightly bitter, which you'd expect as a beer drink. As I've already said, it goes very well with food, I imagine. It doesn't gash it. I've just drank that pint and I think I've just belched once. Tell me if I haven't, tell me if I've belched more, but it's just been the one. There's hardly any carbonation. It's not a flat beer by any means. It's just a nice, refreshing, knock me back pint. Very, very good. If you want to get in contact with the Real Ale Guide, you can follow me on Twitter, Real Ale Today. Email me, realaleguide@googlemail.com. But most of all, leave your comments on the channel. I do enjoy answering your comments. Here we go. 2. But yeah, get in contact, I'll answer your comments, subscribe. Thanks for watching the Real Ale Guide. Very good beer, Adnams. I better rate it. I'm going to give this a solid 7. Solid 7 out of 10. I reckon it's a good session, go back to beer. Thanks for watching the Real Ale Guide. Thanks to Adnams, and cheers.